Here, in the Elizabethan Gardens in Plymouth, and in the adjoining streets, you can really get a sense of Drake's 16th century Plymouth. The overhanging jetties typical of the Tudor buildings of the time, and the narrow streets that would have been teeming with merchants, tradesmen, residents and visitors of all around the world. Plymouth was expanding because of Britain's international trade. Drake, though born just 15 miles away from here, learnt his trade in Kent, but he returned to Plymouth to reconnect with his kinsmen the Hawkins and begin his journey of fame and fortune. The real document presented to Elizabeth by Walsingham, it's sadly been burnt by fire, but we can still see interesting items like the pole, the South Sea, and as far northwards along the said coast. By this we can understand that Drake was meant to sail south through the Straits of Magellan and then as far north 30 degrees where the modern day coast of Chile was unoccupied by the Spanish. It says he was aiming to find the places that was under the obedience of no princes and hopefully to find spices, drugs and special commodities that might help Her Highness's dominions. This shows that this voyage was not just a merchant trading voyage. He was out for discovery. He was out looking for ways to future the Elizabethan kingdom. Look at me, that secret way. You were never there for me. I wanna be there when you're...
Hello. It's day 2 at the Bearded Theory Festival 2010. You're joined by Craig and Condor once again, and we're going to have some fun.
We're going to enjoy.
They're all singing along, they're all dancing and everything.
You can do when you have songs like Good Enough.
What's your plans for the weekend, rest of the weekend, Luke? Have you enjoyed the festival so far?
Yeah, it's been good. I think we're just going to stay in a chill-out tent for the rest of the weekend.
For the rest of the week?
Makes me curious. Even today, I'm coming from Transylvania, the Dracula's land, but still, yeah, don't worry, we don't bite only after midnight.
Oh, damn.
I got there, it turns out 12 raccoons have kidnapped a Japanese tourist in Hyde Park. It's going to be a difficult situation. Drake brought so much treasure back from his venture that it took the mules days to bring it up from the Golden Hind to here at Tremerton Castle. Everybody from the venture got incredibly rich. Even the cabin boys were the equivalent of modern-day millionaires. The financiers and backers became very wealthy, and the Queen was able to pay off the national foreign debt and fund future projects. But because of the Spanish threat, the amount that was brought back had to be shrouded in secrecy. So only Drake really knows how much was here at Tremerton.
This is Bondor Condor.
Yes, our famous quiz, and once again we've forgotten what the prize is.
No, this one is an IOU for a clock from a pound shop.
A pound clock.
Pound clock.
If you want to tell the time for £1, this is the place to be. But this was his first real adventure further south.
Indeed. Yeah.
How would he have gone about finding the information to get him down these coasts that he didn't know?
Well, because the Spanish had gone into South America and the Portuguese gone to South America and was taking the Inca gold out, they were very concerned about keeping it secret because the countries were in competition. So there was very little information in those days. It was trial and error. But Drake knew that Magellan had succeeded, and there must have been some logs or logbooks and maps that he had drawn. And there is a strong suspicion that Drake actually went down to Lisbon and, secretly to try and locate a couple of people on some of these maps.
Of course, the Spanish had huge monopolies at this time. I imagine they would have wanted to keep it under lock and key for their own purposes.
Not only that, they would falsify the map as well. The Spanish would alter the maps completely to mislead potential interlopers like Drake getting hold of this stuff because they didn't want interlopers coming in and what they called stealing their gold from their private ocean.